guys, and thank you for joining us for another episode of Hunting for Adventure.
Between light and shadow, between science and superstition. It lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination, an area in which we like to call the Twilight Zone. Folks, you have a light on. Turn it on.
There we go. So, as I said, we got a chance to get down there to Cave City, Kentucky, in Mammoth Caverns. And just kind of wanted to give you a couple highlights, some things to look out for, and just overall pointers to kind of make your trip a little bit better. So first and foremost, this is a national park. So for those of us who like to take the national park tours, you will be able to get your stamps right there in the visitor center, and collect your memorabilia. And so another thing you're going to want to, first and foremost, my first point is going to be when you're planning a trip down there, you will want to take a look at their website. There are a substantial amount of tours that vary in difficulty, anywhere from moderate to extremely difficult. And you will want to pay attention to this, depending on your activity level, whether you're an avid outdoors hiker or fairly sedimentary. You'll want to take a close look at the amount of time, the length that you're going to be hiking, and the duration of the hike. They range from about 3/4 of a mile and about a 45-minute to 6 or 7 miles and several hours. As you can see here, this is kind of what we did. We did a moderate tour, and you will see that it is dimly lit, and as you kind of see in the pictures that come through, this is not a paved, well-lit trail. For some of you who have done other cave tours, you're kind of on a regular walking path or regular stairs. This is not it. This is a fairly low-level, moderate-level tour. But they do get, some of them do get fairly advanced. There are some boat tours. There are some tours where you're actually in a jumpsuit with a helmet and a headlamp, climbing through areas that they say are up to about 16 inches wide. So you'll kind of want to take a look at that. And then also while you're on the site, you will want to go ahead and buy your tickets. I think when we went down, we bought our tickets about 2 weeks in advance. And good thing that we did, because when we got there, we actually went down we went to the caves on a Saturday. And by the time we got there at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, everything was completely sold out. So this is not one of those venues that you're going to stop at on your way through, throw your tents up or put your landing gear down and walk in there and jump on a cave tour. You're going to be sadly mistaken. There are other things to do down there if you're going to be down there for a couple days, but if this is kind of a stop through trip, you'll want to plan a little bit in advance. Don't go down there and get disappointed. It is an amazing adventure. It is a really good time. But it is a really popular place, and due to the very nature of how they conduct their tours, they sell out fairly quickly. The website does say reservations are not required; they're recommended. Again, going down there in the summertime, I'm going to say they're probably going to be required especially if you have a larger group or a family. You will want to go ahead and buy those tickets ahead of time. And again, this is kind of what you're walking through. This is kind of a moderate level, so you'll see I'm a fairly short guy. Some of you may have noticed, but this is about 4.5, maybe 5 feet tall. Down there at the bottom, you're talking about maybe about 13 inches wide. So you're doing a little bit of ducking and crawling. So keep that in mind. The particular tour we went on was about 1.5 hours long and a little over a mile in length. So you'll want to keep a lot of that in mind. Other than that, if you are passing through there, Cave City, Kentucky is a fantastic area. There are multiple other activities within the area. There's other cave tours that can be done. There's a small amusement park right down from the right down from the caves. The campgrounds down there are amazing, and so there are other things to do if you're kind of one of those full-time RVers and you're just wanting to stop through. You can do other stuff during the one day and then buy your tickets for the following day, and probably enjoy yourself. Other than that, there's a cave. There's a lake down there. We ended up camping a little bit off site at one of the lakes, which was absolutely amazing. Let the kids play in the lake. So it is an overall fantastic time. I definitely do recommend it as a place to go. Spend a little bit of time in the gift shop, and just kind of look around. Spend some time on the grounds. Read a lot of the signs. Like I said, it's a national park, so you kind of get what goes along with national parks. I will also tell you, in this, you'll notice a lot of the photos are fairly dark. They do not allow flash photography. People who have done caves know that white noise is horrible for the bats and the bat population. So don't take any cameras with flash in them. Most of our stuff, most of the people that we went with were doing just regular cell phones. It also tells you don't take strollers, anything of that nature. Basically anything that you can't carry comfortably for any length of time, don't take. And I would recommend a sweater. Again, it's a cave, although we didn't use it. But just a couple of things. Good walking shoes. Be well aware of your physical ability. No flash photography and no strollers. If you have small children, as you saw in the beginning of the video, it does get extremely dark. It does get a little bit of creepy. A little creepy. Yeah. Either way, however you say that. So just be aware of that if you have small children that are going with you. All right, guys. So I hope that you enjoyed the video. As always, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. And we will continue to bring you more content. And we'll just leave you on the path out of the cave. All right, guys. Thank you. We'll see you next time.